Welcome to About Being Whole, where we use art to calm ourselves and to learn about our emotional worlds. I'm your life coach, Bobbi Wynn. Let's get started. Hello, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. Before we get into our project, I just want to talk about it for a sec. So this YouTube channel is just an extension of my life coaching practice. I see people in all different kinds of situations, and one thing that I've learned is that everybody understands their emotional worlds in a different way, and they connect to their emotional world from a different place. Some people are cerebral. You know, they understand their emotional worlds by using science and by thinking and logic, using the brain. Some people understand and connect to their emotional world using their feelings, their the way their body feels, the way they just experience the world in feels rather than thinks. And some people connect to their emotional worlds better through music, art, those right brain kind of things that we often think of. And so that's what we're going to do today. Today, I'm going to show you a way to express your emotions through art. I often tell my clients, and I find this so much, that sometimes what we need more than anything else is to get what is banging around in our head out from inside of us, right? Either using words, speaking them, or writing words. And if speaking and writing those emotions, those feelings is just too much, or you just don't want to go there, sometimes drawing them, painting them, coloring them helps. Music, if you're musical and you like to bang around on the piano or the guitar, we can get our emotions out that way as well. So today we're going to turn the camera around, point her down at a piece of paper, and I'm going to show you how to play around with your emotional world on paper. Okay, so let's get started. All right. So first of all, what we're going to do is we are going to create a circle. Now you could do this with crayons. Oh, that's kind of a wonky circle. You can do this with crayons or just pens or whatever. I like to use watercolors for my stuff. So the reason we create a circle is that we are creating a safe place to express our emotions inside the circle. So you choose colors that feel right to you at any given time. And, you know, some days you might be blue, some days you might be yellow. You just kind of go with whatever you want, and you just start to place what you feel on paper. So let's see. There's a little something. I have no idea what that is, but that's what I feel. So I'm going to put it down. Now I'm going to go like this. And the whole point is that sometimes we think we have to make something, right? It has to look like something. But if we're messing around with our emotions don't have to look like anything in particular, right? They can look, ooh, this is calling to me. They can look like whatever they are because they are whatever they are. This looks like I might be trying to make a flower, but I'm not. And as I do this, I actually kind of get what's happening here. This actually is how I'm feeling, which is kind of funny. This little center space, I don't know, feels like my heart, you know, something that wants to grow. That does look like a flower, sort of feels like a flower, right? And then I have these calmer, cooler little things growing out of it, but a bright connection that connects them all. Now, I know this just because I know what's going on inside my head, right? And so I can put a meaning to this because I know my guts. You know, I know what's happening inside myself at this time, and there's some light in there. There's a lot of growth and desire to grow that's happening in my my inner world right now, but there's also stuff that's holding me back, stuff that feels a little dark, a little, I don't know about this. So, yeah. And so you just play around, right? And you think. And if you want, you can, I don't know what that is, some little foggy thing that's happening. If you want, isn't that interesting? This actually looks like what I feel inside right now, which is kind of, I don't know why it shocks me. It always does. Who knows why? I don't know why. And I don't have to know why. What I need to do is just play around with it. So for me, there's meaning in this. There's growth. There's some more somber, I'm not so sure, oh, this is awkward, darkish kind of things coming out of my growth. But there's this bright hope I'm feeling too that kind of connects them all. Bright hope, growth with little bits of, I don't know when. And then fog. That's what that feels like to me, because that's kind of what, that's kind of what seeps in and out in my emotional world right now, in between the growth and the hope and the, oh, I'm not so sure. Now, if it doesn't have to look like anything good, let's turn this over, okay? Because it's not about looking like something, right? It's about putting down what you feel. There's a little circle, safe to put my emotions. Let's say I'm so frustrated I could spit right now, okay? That I am so mad I could just throw something at somebody. So we just sit down and we play with it. Droop, 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 droop. And we get a little more of this, and we, confusion, anxiety. Oh, I don't want to feel bad. But I do. I feel bad. And there you go. And that is exactly what it should look like. And that helps to release some of that inner feeling and inner emotion so that you can maybe then start to make sense of it in your head. Do some self-talk to help you figure it out. It's so funny. This makes perfect sense to me. That's what I'm feeling right now. So there you go. If you don't want to talk, if you just need to rage, if you just feel so happy you can't stand it. Let's find something happy. Let's find this neon pink. If you just feel so happy, so happy, and you just want to get it out, but you don't have anybody to tell, then you put it out there. I'm happy. Paint it. Paint it, paint it, paint it. Flowers. Make it bigger. Happy, happy, happy. That's just how you get that feeling from inside of you out. And more than anything else, it's not supposed to look like anything. This is just as important and telling as this. And if you want to, you can set this aside, and maybe in a couple of days, you can come back. Let's say you can come back and you can fiddle with it. Maybe in a couple of days, you feel a little better. Oh, this is still wet, so that's not going to work too good. You feel a little better. You feel more at home in your body. And so you come back in and you play with it a little bit. You know, maybe you have some understanding and there's been a little bit of light. You know, maybe you see some growth, and maybe you see some hope to your situation. So you come back in and you just play with it. And that is how we can use paper, crayons, markers, pencils, paint to get our emotions from one place inside us to another place outside of us.